So today I will be doing a review and my thoughts on the AEGISMAX Ultralight backpacking sleeping bag. I've taken this out on a handful of trips now, and genuinely for what it is, it's a decent bag. So included with the sleeping bag is this big mesh sack that you can store your sleeping bag in, which is really handy just so you don't always have the down compressed. It also comes with its compression sack, its own compression sack. I think it's nylon it's made out of, which is also very handy. I do have quality issues, which we'll get to at some point, but overall the package is overall for what you get, I would say it's worth it. So first we'll go over the technical specs, and this all comes from the page that I assume you're buying it from on Amazon. The regular size bag comes in at 5 foot 9 inches. Now keep in mind, I am not 5 foot 9 inches, and it's a tight squeeze. It's a tight squeeze with the width and also with the height. It's really tight. Like, I am toes to shoulders zipped all the way up. It's a tight squeeze. Okay, so on the Amazon page, for whatever reason, at the top it says it's a 15-degree bag, or it says temperature 15 degrees. Now that is so far from true, I couldn't even begin to tell you. Lower down on the page it says that the extreme is 32 degrees Fahrenheit and the comfort is around 50. I also couldn't disagree with this more. On my recent trip, I took this bag just because of how small it packs down, and it got down to maybe the 40s, maybe, I think it was like low 40s, higher 30s. And I was also using the Sea to Summit Reactor Extreme sleeping bag liner, which is supposed to add 15 to 20 degrees. And while I was capable of sleeping through the night, I was still moderately cold, woke up chilly a few times, nothing crazy, but I don't imagine without that liner I would have been very comfortable at all. It's also worth a mention to note that this sleeping bag does have some issues with bleeding, I've noticed. Not terrible, but I noticed generally when you first take it out of the compression sack after a long day that you'll have some bleeding, meaning the down is coming out of the bag. Now this bag has no hood, so that leaves your head to the elements. Generally when using this bag I'll bring a beanie. They also sell down balaclavas and whatnot, but keep in mind it does not come with a hood. Second off, there is a neck collar Velcro that you can put around your neck, which does create a good tight seal to your body. I will give it that. One of the upsides slash downsides to me is that these bags are connectable. So if you have two, you can connect them via the zipper. My only issue with that is that if you're not trying to connect it to another one, the zipper can be annoying. There's a couple times in the middle of the night where I went to get out of my bag to go pee or whatever, and if you zip it completely down, the zipper will just outright come off. So here is the included compression sack. Now, I like the compression sack when it works. It can be a bitch to stuff in here considering how small it is, but it gets it. You can get it smaller than this. I just don't have it compressed all the way because so you can see if you pull it too hard, it can rip the fabric. But overall, it is a good sleeping bag. But you can get better for what you pay. For around $88, there is better out there. The only thing I would say that this bag has on those bags is the fact that it compresses down so small. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Hope it helps somebody. I'm terrible at outros.